Sure. Yes, sir. All right, can you identify yourself straight?
Certainly. I'm David Thomas, the South Carolina State Senate, Greenville, South Carolina.
Great. David, the president is forecasting trillion-dollar deficits as far as the eye can see. We're already up to $11 trillion national debt. Is it possible to bring the spending under control?
Well, I don't think it's possible to bring the spending under control when we have a liberal Congress and a liberal president, and we're now seeing the full face of everything that is coming at us, and that's $3.5 trillion in more deficit. So there is only one thing that can be done. The Republican Party has to get its feet again, has to get a new vision for the United States Congress. So what we have to do is go back into the mode of Ronald Reagan, Bill Buckley, and more currently Rush Limbaugh to stop in Congress what is happening. The first phase of attack to stop these out of control bloated budgets is get control back of Congress. So that's our first goal. You don't lose faith, you don't lose hope, but rather you get a new vision for what a Reagan Congress can be.
How are the Republicans, with only 41 seats left in the Senate, vast majority in the House, how do Republicans get this message out to the American people?
We get the message of a new vision for Congress out by saying if we don't change Congress, then what we're going to have is inflation so completely out of control that we will never be able to come back. This is a critical mass time for the American people in the next 2 to 4 years.
President Obama's popularity, hold 1 second. Is that flashing light, is that flash going to hurt? Okay. President Obama's 60% popularity. How is it possible to overcome that kind of popularity, almost messianic following?
Well, you don't concentrate on Obama. You concentrate on the out-of-control Congress that is allowing the deficits to continue. So the Democrats, it is true, have control, but you focus on Congress where you can gain control. Obviously, Obama's going to be president for 4 years. You don't focus on him. You don't focus on the positive or negative. You just focus on the deficit issue, that the spending is out of control, and we're going to spend ourselves into oblivion if we don't do something about it and bankrupt the country, and that literally is a possibility. Just look at Greenville.
Question about in your state, what are you doing personally in your state to help make a difference on the congressional track record?
Well, I think what the speeches that I've given back at public meetings is to talk about telling our congressmen and our United States senators to be bold in standing up against what they see. Don't think to themselves that they just have to go along to get along and hope for the best. They need to be bold, and they need to aggressively attack what is going on in Washington. Thankfully, it's a group like this, like CPAC, where we are right now, a lot of young people here who understand that concept.
Do you feel like your personal message is resonating with the voters?
I think the grassroots understands exactly what has to be done. When we talk about vision and what can be for the future in the United States Congress, they respond to that. They understand the need for a Republican Congress to be reinstituted in the United States of America.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
That was great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job.